Okay, so we're done with our yoke, and now we're gonna start working our short rows in the back. We have finished with row 3, except one, there's just one size that will finish with row 1, or a row 3, but it's gonna be a first row of the color. So it's still row 3, but just the first row 3, not the second row 3, because you go 3, 4, 3, 4. So because we finished, so row 3 is working in the third loop, in the back loop, sorry. So here now we're gonna start working in a third loop. So we finished here and we fastened off, and we finished on this side. So what we would have done is that we turn and then we start in the center, do a shallow back post, go all around, come back, finish with our back post and join. But now we're gonna work, because we're adding short rows in the back, we're gonna start working here in this stitch. So we're gonna work here, our half double crochet in the third loop, then do our 4 shallow post stitches. And so here we're going to work from the back, and we're going to continue here, fasten off, finish. So we're finishing in this mark stitch, fasten off, not fasten off, sorry, and then continue, work here, and then continue, but doing 3 additional short rows in the back. So I'm going to show you how to do this, especially here in this part where we're going to add a stitch. So here I joined in the marked stitch, and we're going to work the first and the last of each row will be a regular half double crochet. So we're doing a half double crochet, and then the next one will be a half double crochet in the third loop. If you work in the other direction, for next row will be half double crochet back loop only. So here we're gonna do this until we get to the center. So continue and work until you have 2 left, where you're gonna be working your shallow post stitches. Okay, so I have 2 stitches left before the join. So the 2 stitches are the shallow back post. Here I'm working from the back, so this is what I'm doing. I'm working my 2 shallow post stitches. Here you go. Just make sure, as usual, that you're doing them on top of the previous one to continue your line. And here, so we have that join line, and that join line is part of the design. So here you have, so you have your yoke, you have your 2 lines of that texture that pops out in the back, and you have that extra join line which is visible, and it's part of the design. So here we are going to add 3 rows of short rows, 2 additional rows compared to the front. So if you don't do anything here to continue that join line, it will be noticeable and it will look weird. So we're going to add a fake join, and this is just the way I found to do it is to make a shallow single crochet, which I'm not sure if it's a real stitch, but that's how I called it, and that's what we're doing. So we're going to work that single crochet in the back, so the shadow way around the top, and you work it around the join. So you just find that join, so do not work it here on top of the post, work it here around. So you start here, but then go around the join before that post, and then it would be perhaps easier to yarn under and pull it here, just turn it, and then you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, then you'll be able to do your 2 posts as usual, 2 shallow post stitches. So around this one and around this one. It is a bit messy here because you have your you've joined, you've fastened off, you there's a lot going on, but we'll make it clean. So go here, and then you'll go around here. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 3. You do the same for the second one, and the next row will be easier. It's just that one where you're doing that fake single crochet, fake joint, sorry. So we're gonna add a stitch on top of that additional stitch. So this is not a stitch that we're gonna keep. It's just a fake join. So we have to remember for the other 2 rows of short rows, and then we have to remember once we start working in rounds again, this is where we're going to join. It's going to be our join again. So now that we have everything in place here, so here you can see that it's you have your post, you have everything. Okay, you're going to continue working in the 3rd loop until you get to the end, and we're going to do a half double crochet, regular half double crochet in that marked stitch. Okay, so I finished with my first short row, finished in this marked stitch. So I did a half double crochet, regular half double crochet. I'm going to chain 1 and turn the whole project, and now we're going to work on the right side. So here, after doing that row of working in the 3rd loop, as you know, we're going to work in the back loop. So we're going to do half double crochet back loop only until we get to that section where I'll meet you to explain how to manage this whole thing here. Okay, so I'm at the center. Just try to get this clean for you. Okay, so here we're gonna work, of course, 2 shallow post stitch here. So 2 shallow half double crochet, post, so one on top of the other, and then here we're gonna do our fake join again, and this single crochet. So here we're just gonna go around here. No, yarn over. So here, just make sure that I go. This is the top here. Single crochet. I'm just gonna mark it again so I don't miss it. The last row, and then I do my shallow front post half double crochet. So here, going around. So I have again my two sets on each side. And here you have that fake, no one sees it, that fake join that continues. And so I will continue working in the back loop and finish with a regular half double crochet again. I'll meet you at the end. So after finishing with that third row, I realized that we are missing, for the pattern to make sense, we'll need to make a fourth short row. So and this row has to be a half double crochet in the back loop row. So we're gonna do a last one. So now by that time you know what to do. You get here, you will do again your shallow post stitches, and 2, then your single, then your half double, shallow pull stitches, and then finish here where you are going to actually fasten off this time.